Hello again, it's Noob, and here we have the 3-star version of the Prolox Evolved cylinder. It's got a very fetching yellow cam, which I really like. And I think that what I'm going to have to do is partially disassemble one of these so that we can gut it a bit more easily, because there's all sorts of clips and pins and stuff going on there, which I don't want to have to deal with at the end of a video. So we're going to have a go at getting in there with those. You'll see that this is it looks like it's got 10 pins, but there are 5 passive pins here, and there are 6 active pins, including a magnetic element in pin position 3, which is very cool. You'll see if you look down here, there are 1, 2, 3 trap pins on the. So this will be on the. Okay, my left and right is mixed up. So if you're looking at it like that, it'll be on the right hand side. You've got 1, 2, and 3 there. On the other side, you've got 1, 2, 3 there. So that would be pin positions 1, 4, and 6 on both sides. Some little trap pins. You've also got a very wide keyway. So whichever way we open this, I think we've got to be very careful that what we don't do is we don't let these trap pins go up into the keyway and actually come out, because they're often not held in particularly to stop them coming out. They're designed to trap the keyway, but they do have a habit sometimes of literally permanently coming out. So we've got to be a bit careful there. And to pick this, we'll also need a couple of neodymium magnets as well. So I'll have those on hand. And I think we'll just have to have a go. So let me have a pick of this. But first, I have to say that this lock was sent to me by Prolox to keep and to pick, which I think is really, really cool of them. It takes a lot of bravery for a company to send a lock to a lock picker and ask them to pick it, knowing that there's a good chance that you will. And Prolox, they've sent me some stuff before, and I really appreciate that, because I think that just shows what a cool company they are. So yeah, let's have a go at picking this. I'll probably partially disassemble this and get it in a vise. Yeah, it'll be cool, it'll be fun. All right, see you in a sec. Right, so we are in the vise, and partially gutting this was genuinely difficult work because it's got a locking cam system. So I had to sort of take it apart and reassemble it, but we got there in the end. And if I get the key right, because it doesn't have a natural stop at the back of the lock, there we go, then it works perfectly smoothly. But the key can go in too far or not far enough, because there isn't a natural stop at the back of the lock at the moment. So here's the bitting. I don't think I showed you earlier. So we have very deep cut here, long key pin, very short key pin, magnetic element, deep cut again, very short key pin again, and then long key pin right at the end. So unlike the cam lock, we're picking this upside down. I mean, it's not upside down, but it's a way that would be installed. And the first thing we need to do is try to put in a little magnet over, easy said and done, over where the magnetic element is, and that's gone in like that. Right, now we need to think about how we're going to pick it, and I want to pick it going to try to pick through all the trap pins. Now, I have seen somebody pick this before using a 2-in-1 and also like a modified key, and I don't know if they picked all the trap pins, but I'm going to try to do a manual pick, just using a curved flag like this. I've marked it off. What you do is so easy. You go in, you find the first pin like that, you bounce it, and then you make a mark, go in, go in, and you just mark off on the top of your pick all the pin positions. Wow, does that make things just a lot simpler. And because I'm going to be picking into the pins clockwise, that means I'm going to be using anti-clockwise tension. So nothing on 1, nothing on 2, 3 is obviously the magnet, onto 4, binding, but I'm not happy with that. Let's see if I can't just release the tension a bit. Okay, go to 5 and 6. Right, back to beginning. Nothing on 1, 2 now, binding heavily, little click, nothing on 3 of course, 4, 5 little click, nothing on 6, back to the front, pin 1, little click, pin 2, and we are already picked a bit of a position, so this is now picked. And what I need to do, and this is going to be, I say fun, but it's going to be fun. What we need to do is then use another turning tool. So we can turn this a little bit more. We can take this out, and the magnets may come with this, which is fine. Let's just keep it turned. We're going to go into the trap pin, so the magnets have come out. I don't think we'll need those for a minute, but we can. And we've got trap pins this side and this side. So what we want to do is essentially try to get some which will hold the trap pins in on one side, and we will fall into the trap pins on the other side. So swapping my tensioning tool over. Yeah, tensioning tool over. Then I'm going to go in and try to find the trap pin on pin 1 here, and it should give us some counter rotation. I've got a little flat flag as well if I need to. Got that one. And you should be able to feel these trap pins just by the fact they give you that counter rotation. So it'll be position 4, I think now. Again, just make sure we keep even tension on. And if not, we can go to the pin 6. Easy said and done. Wow, it's quite deep in there. Let's get in there. Oh, too far. And yeah, I think we've gone past those trap pins, and now we're stuck on a couple of the pins at the bottom. So we just need to sort of rake these ones and make sure that we can go past them. So we've gone past one set of trap pins. Now you've got to be very careful because this is a very wide keyway. And what can, so that's my chair. What can happen is these driver pins now can shoot back up into the keyway. So I'm going to try to go past those like this. And if it doesn't work so well, I can get another turning tool in and then try to just bully these pins back down into where they need to be before they jump up into permanently into the keyway, which would be pretty bad. There we go, got it. Then we've got the same problem this side with the trap pins. So before it goes into the trap pins, I'm going to just swap my tension tool over, go like this, and we're going to go up and try to get caught on the trap pins on this side now, which is here. And then, right, how do we go about this? So, just trying to think how these work now. So, that's fine, that's fine. It looks like, actually, when you suggest, again, get my top of the keyway tool. There you go. And try to get past these little trap pins there. Right. Now we've gone past that, I'm worried about these key control pins, but hopefully we can get past them. I'm just trying to think where we are now. So it could be the key control pins might get trapped. I don't know. We could break the lock at this point into the pin chambers below, but we're going to try. So I've got past the trap pins this side, like that. We're going to keep going. Like that, and then we should get back into the trap pins on this side, I think. Now, yes, we have. So trap pins on this side. Come here. And then we need to pick our way out of these. Easy and done. One, I think. And then where's the one at the back? 6, come on you. And then full 360. There we go. What do you think to that? Is that the first manual 360 on the Prolox? I don't know. I think it might be, but there you go. So it is actually possible to pick this 6-pin lock with 6 trap pins and a magnetic element. Right, now I've got to show you that I've actually picked it, don't I? By gutting it. And you'll see what I've done here is by putting the sort of cam element upside down in here, because the the springs is such a pain. The springs are go all the way down in here, so yeah, it's a pain. It really is a pain. Actually, do I need to do that? I don't think I need to do that. I think I can gut it just through the top, can't I? Yeah, we can do that. I don't need to worry about this bit for now. I'll deal with that later. Okay, so let's you can see what nightmare I've had. This, I think this cam's permanently locked, by the way. I don't know if there's a way to reset it, genuinely. Right, so the first thing to do is pop this little E-clip off. Almost there. Let's poke it with the other side. There we go, got him. Right, now let's get the key, and hopefully that can go in, and we got it turning. But what I want to do is put a shim in at the bottom here, if I can. It's all very tight. Because what we can do is we can actually just slide this whole thing out, if I'm lucky, using sort of a hollow follower. So if I just turn that a little bit like this, and hopefully slide this shim all the way down if I can. Something like that. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, that can come out. Right, so where's my hollow follower? Hollow follower, like that. Then we'll just try to just go be brave. Oh, not that brave, not that brave. Yeah, so many pins and things in here, so many. Right, what fell out? It was key pin 2. All right, let's try to do these key pins then. 1, that's a magnetic one, so that won't come out easily. 6, right, let me get these in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if you can dump out some of these passive pins, which are, by the way, different sizes, and you get them wrong, then you can't put the cylinder back in. So I think the first one here is actually a bit shorter, and the one at the end is a bit longer. But yeah, you've got to get those right. Okay, so then that's 5, key pin 5. Four. Is that the right way up? 4, yeah. And then that magnetic element, I can just pull out like this. It's on a little spring, be careful. There we go. And I think, oh, there's a little ball bearing that wants to drop out as well, because why not, an anti-drill ball bearing. So we can start to have a look at some of the bits inside here. Look, anti-drill plate, anti-drill plate, anti-drill, anti-drill, anti-snap, anti-drill, and another mezzaluna of anti-drill plate here and here. Anti-drill bars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, this is really anti-drill, anti-snap, and it's got an active cam at the back as well, which, yeah, if you do gut it or you anger it in any way, I think it locks up, and I think it's permanently locked up. I'll show you on one side. Hold on. You can see here there's a little pin. So look down there, which pops up, but you can't push it all the way back down. I think that these elements here you need to be able to remove them to reset this, and I don't think it's possible. But hey, maybe a locksmith who knows more about these locks will be able to tell me differently. But I'll be able to. I've gutted one side of this, so I should be able to at least put it back so I can have a €0.5, which does work in the future. So anyway, let's get on with the gutting. Okay, so we've got a lot of trap pins and things. In fact, it might be easy to go in through the back. This is fun, isn't it? So let's get that shim out of the way, because it's a split follower, which means we turn it this way, like this. Can you see? I should be able to get the trap pin first on pin 6, like this. So that's 6. And then we can get the spring and driver pin. These are very short, by the way, very, very short driver pins, like crazy short, I found. And unlike the, and then we get that other trap pin out. These are a nightmare for falling into the keyway if you're not careful. So if you are picking this, don't fall into the trap of letting the little trap pins fall into the keyway. It is a pain if that happens, and you might end up damaging them. So yeah, just watch out. Oh, I've got 2 drive pins to the price of 1 there, because why not? Get these. They're all basically the same. They're all standard driver pins anyway, but they are sort of matched. So the longer driver pins go with the shorter pins and vice versa. So that's the way it works. It's balanced stacks or semi-balanced stacks. A slightly bent spring from me trying to take this lock apart and accidentally auto-gutting it earlier. That was a lot of fun. Good old game of search the carpet for everything, to only find out that the pin I thought was missing was still in the lock. Oh, what fun we had. This is the, look, see that little cup for the little pin to go into. Oh, in fact, I might join them together so you can see. There you go. When I give you a close-up. There we go. Now, does it matter if you use a modified key or a 2-in-1 to pick this lock? No, not at all. It opens and opens, especially if you're a locksmith. You don't want to mess around using like hand picks just for the heck of it. In fact, you know, it's like raking a lock is just as legitimate a pick as single pin picking. The only reason we tend to do single pin picking is we actually like the feel of picking. But we're hobbyists, right? Well, I know professionals can be hobbyists too, but in general that isn't the case. So I would say that hobbyists tend to, you know, do things a little bit differently in general to the professionals, largely to make things more difficult than we need to for the fun of it. But as we say, a pick is a pick, and an open's an open. But no, I just want to do this manually because, you know, as per my previous comment, us hobbyists just like to make things more difficult for ourselves. But, you know, I wanted to show that it is possible with hand picks, right? The full 360 on this. It isn't impossible. And I've got some of those little magnets there. I'm going to take off my turning tool, put those elsewhere for another time. Phew, look at that. So here are some of the pins that go through the sort of cam system, anti-snap cam system there. We have our little trap pins here. Can you see those? They act like little spools, but they're like a T-pin on a spring. We have our different sized, some that are shorter. I think here's an example of a short one and a long one. There, see the short one there? So we do have slightly different size passive key control pins. We've got steel pins in pin position 1, key pin and driver pin plus a steel spring. Then we have standard key pins all the way along, with actual standard, no spools this time, standard driver pins all the way on top, apart from in 3 where you can see that we have the little steel inner pin which gets attracted to the magnet on the key. And I can probably show you that. I think I showed you it last time, but what happens is you can imagine that this will sit, come here, say this will sit like it's going to behave, but there you go, this will sit above the shear line like that, like a little T-pin, and it'll be in the cup of the driver pin like this, so they interlock. When the key pin comes in with its magnet on, you see the magnet there, you can see that it will pull that pin down on its spring like that, meaning that you have free rein. There you go. So that's how that magnetic element works, and it does work quite well. As you saw, you do need the magnets in there. They do rest on. You do need to jiggle it to get the thing free. But yeah, there you go. That is the 3-star Prolox Evolved full manual 360 pick. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, leave a like. Any comments, leave them below, especially about how to reassemble this locking cam if you can. Really appreciate it. If you have any comments, I do generally read them all and I reply to as many as I can, although it can get really busy. If you did like this video, hit that like. If you haven't subscribed and want to see more content like this, please do subscribe. It really helps me out. Hit those notifications as well. Thank you to Prolox for sending me this 3-star cylinder. What great fun and what great sports you are. Thank you so much. You know, it's not an advert for them or anything like that, but they did send me the lock and I did pick it, and I'm very grateful. Otherwise, just Otherwise, just stay safe. Happy picking, and I'll see you all next time.